Hello, my readers, and welcome to my podcast, Fictional Analysis. I am your host, Kajal. I want to tell you first that today's episode is going to be a little big because I can't stop gushing about the hero. So, brace yourself. So, today I am bringing you something different. How many of you have watched Off Campus? Well, I am sure I won't hear any negative comments here because seriously, who hasn't? And after watching the series and reading the novel, I want to say only one line. Why the hell haven't I read this book sooner? What was I even doing? Now my mind is telling me because I have been reading only from 2023 and this book was released in 2015. Maybe that's why. And now I would like to tell my smartest mind that it's been 3 years. So why didn't I read it till now? First, I watched the series. I was like, I want Garrett Graham to be mine, or more like, I wanted Belmont Cavalry because who didn't? I still see the shower scene in my eyes. And after reading the novel, I was like, I want Garrett Graham to be mine ASAP, like right now. God, I want to say so many things. First, I want to congratulate the cast and the author on the success of Off Campus. The book was awesome and the series was double awesome. I literally don't have words for it. And if you haven't watched it till now, please do. I request you to do it. I seriously do. And please read the novel too. I guarantee you it will be worth it. You won't regret it. When I first saw the cover of this novel, I was like, I was not interested in sweet romance. It looked too vanilla for me. But after reading it, I was shocked. I won't say that it had some dark matters in it. It was sweet, but I didn't miss the use of knife or certain items for sure. It was seriously so good. I saw the series first and then I read the novel. And believe me, Garrett Graham has been the only thing in my mind since then. I am constantly thinking about him. I'm also so glad that I read the novel. I feel blessed. Now, I also want a hockey player as my boyfriend. I really do. But alas, men like Garrett Graham don't exist, at least not where I live. Now, after gushing for so much time about it, let me finally tell you what are the differences in the series and the novel. Well, there are some, but I think most of it was okay as the film has its own identity. But the ending, I seriously think that it should have been as the novel. So, and not as the film. Well, those who haven't read the book yet, this will help you to know what exactly happened. I don't think I need to tell you the story about Garrett Graham and Hannah Wells, as literally everyone knows it. First of all, the thing which I thought different was the whole vibe of Garrett. In the novel, Garrett Graham was this funny guy who flirts and teases. But in the movie, I thought that he was the one, like serious one. Well, he was serious about hockey in both the things, but I got a different vibe from Garrett in book and the series. Also, in novel, it looked like Garrett was really 20 years old, but in the series, it felt like he was older. It may have happened because of Belmont as he is in his late 20s, or maybe it could be the funny behavior which was not as much in the series as it was in the book. And also, he doesn't seem as the boy who sleeps with anyone. Um, everyone. Not that Logan and Tucker. It's not like they are monks, but they seem somewhat less than Dean. But in the book, every one of the players seem to be like Dean. Their thoughts, their actions, everything. And the scene in the first, remember the shower one? Well, who can forget about it? That actually never happened. Yes, in the book it was not there, it was added in the series. But hey, I'm not complaining about it. I think it is a good thing on their part. I also noticed that Garrett called Hannah baby sometimes, and she called him babe and dude, which Garrett liked very much by the way. That never happened in the series, but I don't think it matters much. And the scene in the party where they make their deal, it was shown that Hannah went to talk to Justin, but actually they bumped into each other and Justin started to talk. So I think that was because in the series Justin is shown as this bad character, the one who leaves Hannah because of the non-agreement on the song. But in reality, she never grouped with Justin for that part. She was with someone other boy named Cass, who left her hanging, and also that after Hannah refused Justin for the date, every thing sorted out between them at the end and they became friends. So the character and the story of the Justin was changed a little. And the part where Garrett is angry and sees Hannah dancing in the room and then he calms down. That also didn't happen, but I am glad they added it. It was a beautiful part. And now, the most major difference in the series, and the one which I am sure really affected the story, the ending, and the problem which led to the breakup of Hannah and Garrett. Now, about what happened in the series. Aaron came to play in Briar, and Garrett knew that he was the one who assaulted Hannah, and he beat him in the ring and got suspended for 4 games. And then they fight as Hannah thinks that she is ruining his career, and he doesn't understand that why Hannah is upset because he did that for her. And then they just patch up. It was good, but I was a little confused with this. Why did they fight and then patched up? It felt uneven. Now, let me tell you what happened actually. Garrett never met Aaron after the game. Hannah saw Rob, who was Aaron's best friend and the person who spoke on behalf of Aaron, and seeing her face, Garrett went to beat him. And it happened in the parking lot, not the ring. And then Logan came to stop him. And after telling the coach everything, he got a suspension for 1 game, not 4. But they didn't fight over this issue once. The main reason for the breakup was Garrett's father. He came and told Hannah to break up with Garrett, otherwise, he will cut him out, won't pay his fees for book, hockey gear, and anything. And she knew that he loved hockey so much as he wouldn't get any financial aid because of who his father is and would have to work full time in order to pay the fees, so he wouldn't have any time to play hockey. So she decided to do as he said. She went to him and said that she's not sure and wanted to try other boys too. Garrett was heartbroken, but he accepted it. But after some day, during the showcase for which Hannah was preparing music for, he came to see her, even though they broke up, and told her that he knew she was lying, that there was some other reason she was doing it. I jumped with joy while reading this. Every time I have read a novel where either a hero or heroine does this, every time it happens, they tell the other that they don't want this and they believe it. And later they find out that it was not that. But Garrett knew that she loved him so much and she couldn't do this to him. And I think that I got 100 points for him. But Hannah still stood at her thing about trying other boys. But after some days, the time when she wanted to talk to some boy, but he was like running away from her. In the series, it Garrett didn't do anything about it. But in the book, he was the one who warned everyone about it. And then after the truth was out about his father, which had an left for him, sorry, but at the end, Hannah knew that he had a trust fund which his grandfather left for him, which had enough money to pay for all his expenses, and he had already paid his father the for the thing that he has invested in him, and that what she did was for nothing. Well, this was sure a turning point, but I liked the ending in the book more than the series. Seriously, I wished they hadn't changed that. It would have been a more good. But it is what it is. By telling all this, I was not criticizing the series. It was awesome as it has its own identity, so I guess it's all okay. I was trying to tell you what actually happened, and I tell you how much I liked Garrett Graham. I think I did. And please read this book. I will rate both the book and the series 10 out of 5 stars, because why not? He deserves it. Now, I think I have spoken a lot. I think I will take my leave, and don't forget to buy my book From Confirmation to Campus. I will attach the link in the description, and please review it in Amazon and recommend me and some spicy and exciting novels. And if you want the link to the website from where I download my books for free, DM me and I will send you the link. Till then, stay delusional.